Hey, you're watching vertical video right now, and if you aren't captioning it yet, trust me, now is absolutely the time to start. We are going to quickly run through why these portrait clips are dominating every platform this year. I'll also show you exactly how to get crisp, on-brand captions on them without turning your workflow into a production nightmare. Plus, I'll walk you through a slick workflow that uses AI to go from long raw footage to ready-to-post clips faster than you ever thought possible. Stick around until the very end because there is a super useful bonus trimming tip waiting for you. Alright, let's get some quick context. This whole vertical video trend is definitely not just some passing fad. Think about it. Most people are scrolling through their feeds with their phone held firmly in one hand. Instagram stories, Reels, TikTok, and even Snapchat absolutely love and prioritize content in that portrait frame. Even giants like YouTube have stopped forcing everything into those annoying, tiny letterboxed clips we used to see. Seriously, if your strategy isn't vertical first right now, you are undoubtedly leaving valuable reach on the table. Now, let's talk about captions because you absolutely cannot afford to sleep on them in the current landscape. Statistically, a massive percentage, around 85% of all videos, are watched completely without any sound on. This context means your core message has to land visually and immediately, regardless of audio being played. Captions are no longer just an accessibility feature. They are a direct conversion tool driving more watch time and better retention. So here is the simple, streamlined pipeline I personally use that manages to feel casual yet completely professional. First, you film everything vertically on your phone, then you trim and polish the raw file a little bit. Next, you let AI automatically find your highest engagement moments and make those vertical ready clips for you. Finally, you add your captions, style them perfectly so your video pops, and it reads flawlessly even when the sound is off. Let me quickly walk you through each crucial step of this efficiency boosting process. Kicking things off with step 1, you just need to shoot everything directly on your phone. You absolutely do not need some massive, complicated studio setup to get started with great content. In fact, sometimes an oversized camera rig can actually make getting that perfect vertical framing much more awkward for you. Make sure you are recording your piece while holding your phone upright, locked in portrait mode the entire time. Spend a moment thinking strategically about your composition, like where you want headroom or where lower thirds might eventually go. A super quick pro tip here is to always hook the viewer within the very first 2 to 4 seconds of playback. If your clip begins with a long, awkward pause or poor initial framing, you are guaranteed to see people scroll right past it. Moving on to step 2, it is crucial that you trim out all the dead air before you ever upload your video anywhere. On both your iPhone or Android device, just hit edit and chop off those long, unnecessary pauses at both the start and the end. This tiny bit of initial cleanup instantly makes your entire video feel much tighter and significantly more professional to watch. Honestly, this is a 30-second job that prevents your viewers from ever having an awkward first impression. Now for step 3, which is where the magic really begins, pop that trimmed vertical video into the AI tool. The absolute coolest feature is that the AI doesn't just slice the footage randomly, it scans everything for engagement. It then suggests multiple short clips that are already perfectly optimized for all your major social platforms. This means you never have to manually hunt through hours of footage for that one perfect viral snippet because the AI has already pulled the best landing parts. You get to preview several excellent clip options, tweak the exact cut points yourself, and then pick the final ones you want to use. Think about why this workflow matters. If you were only using a basic caption tool, you would still be editing by hand to make those snackable clips. This tool combines that initial content sourcing AI with the rest of your editing and captioning, giving you micro content incredibly fast. Next up is step 4, making sure your final clips are perfectly vertical ready for any platform you target. The software will provide specific export presets that automatically format your video for the correct portrait aspect ratios. You absolutely need to eyeball how any on-screen elements are sitting inside the frame before finalizing anything. We never want our captions covering up a key product shot or, heaven forbid, an important logo that needs to be seen. If your clip already uses lower thirds graphics, make sure to nudge those captions up or down so everything remains completely readable. Once you have the final clip you want approved, it's time to jump into step 5 and generate those crucial captions quickly. Whether you use the built-in subtitle generator or export it out, the core process remains the same. Transcribe, review, tweak timing, and style the look. For auto-transcription, just let the tool create the first draft of the transcript automatically for you. This initial process is usually super fast, often hitting over 90% accuracy for any clear audio recording you have. Your job is then to quickly scan that transcript for any specific names, brand terms, or jargon that the AI might have misheard. When it comes to timing tweaks, if a specific line feels too short or maybe a bit too long, just drag those timing handles to make it read more naturally. You always want to ensure the viewer has enough time to finish reading one line comfortably before the next one slides into view. Regarding export options, most good workflows allow you to either burn the captions directly into the video file or export a separate SRT file if you need that flexibility. Now we get to the fun part, styling your captions so they perfectly match the overall visual brand aesthetic of your content. This is where you inject personality by choosing a font that matches your vibe, whether that's playful, super professional, or aggressively bold. You must pick a readable size that looks great on tiny mobile screens and set colors that contrast strongly against your footage. A key pro tip is to stick to neutral text or background colors like plain black or white to avoid eye-straining combinations. If you have specific brand hex codes, input those directly into the tool so your captions are perfectly consistent with everything else you use. Finally, always remember that positioning your captions strategically truly matters for engagement. While the bottom of the screen is common, sometimes placing them at the top works much better if the bottom area is already busy with graphics. Always add a little bit of padding so the text doesn't sit right up against the edges of the screen, which looks sloppy. When the background footage is super busy or has a lot of competing colors, experiment with adding a slight outline or a semi-opaque background block. That tiny bit of extra contrast increase you get from outlining makes the captions immediately readable at a quick glance. Once everything looks great, you hit the finalize and export button to get your media out into the world. This is where the specialized platforms truly pull ahead. After you have those captioned clips, the tool can auto-schedule them across all your various social channels. You simply set the frequency for how often you want to post, and the AI will queue the content up automatically for you. You also maintain full control by managing everything within the content calendar, allowing you to move posts around easily. This system allows you to tweak captions for platform-specific nuances and then publish everything directly without leaving the application. That truly means the entire chain, from raw, long footage all the way to a scheduled, perfectly captioned vertical clip, can become semi-automated. Let's take a quick competitor reality check so you know what you are comparing these solutions against in the market. There are tons of caption-only tools out there that do one thing extremely well: transcribe and style those subtitles for you. However, a lot of those specialized options are either quite expensive per video or they offer zero help with the crucial clip selection process. Then you have the editing-only platforms that force you to manually sit there and find every single best segment yourself for hours. Individually, these separate tools are perfectly fine for simple jobs, I won't deny that. But when your goal is to actually scale your content production, producing dozens of clips monthly while keeping them strictly on brand, stitching tools gets messy and incredibly time-consuming. This integrated solution solves that by combining the powerful content sourcing AI, the necessary vertical export options, and the final scheduling features all in one place. It might not replace every highly specialized caption styling application, as some have deeper niche options, but for an end-to-end pipeline, it's a monumental time saver. Let's cover some practical tips to ensure your captions actually help your video retention metrics go up. Always keep your captions concise because huge, long sentence blocks are incredibly difficult to read quickly on a small phone screen. When you emphasize the hook, try bolding or coloring one key word in the very first caption to immediately catch the attention of scrollers. Please use readable, clean fonts because overly fancy script fonts look neat, but they absolutely kill legibility for most viewers. You should generally save those extremely fancy script options only for major on-screen headlines, not for the running dialogue. Make sure you test the final playback on actual phones, checking both very bright screens and dim screens under different lighting conditions. This final check ensures that whatever color palette you chose for your text is genuinely going to work for everyone watching. Now for that bonus trimming tip that makes your finished videos look instantly more professional when you upload them. After you finish filming, immediately use your phone's built-in editor to precisely trim off the very start and the very end of the clip. Specifically target and remove any camera dips, any filler words like or ah, and that slow breath you take right before you start talking. Once that quick edit is done, you then upload that much cleaner, trimmed file straight into your AI captioning tool. This simple upfront step helps the AI pick much stronger, more engaging clips because the content starts strong every single time. Crucially, this also helps your generated captions line up with the spoken content much more naturally because there's less dead air to confuse the system. So let's wrap this up with the core habit you need to adopt. Make vertical first a non-negotiable part of your routine. Shoot vertically, trim quickly on your phone, let the AI find those potentially viral clips, caption them clearly, and then get them scheduled out to your audience. That winning combination of high-quality captions and smart clip selection makes your videos instantly watchable on mute and highly shareable across every feed. If you want to go even deeper into optimization, start A/B testing different caption styles and even vary your posting times within the content calendar. Those small iterative tweaks can often result in a significant bump in your overall video watch time, which is huge. For now, remember the core philosophy: film vertical, trim on the phone, let the AI pull the best snippets, style captions legibly, and let automation handle the rest of the posting process. Trust me, your content schedule and your audience engagement metrics will definitely thank you for adopting this efficient approach. I'll catch you in the next video where I walk through turning a 30-minute interview into 6 snackable, high-performing vertical clips step by step. That is all for this quick run-through, and I will see you in the next one where we dive into the scheduler.